Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory. Down at the 33. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Addison. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 19. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Addison forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
He had his first rushing touchdown of the game last drive, but certainly not his first of the season. In fact, his 15th. That moves him past what Cam Newton did as a rookie back in 2011 when Cam had 14 of them. So his impressive numbers just continue to pile up here as they start this drive 1st and 10. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Addison being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Henry up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Addison. Flush to his right. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He dumps it off for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the gun, a give to Spears. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Addison. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw on 2nd down, Addison. He shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They begin with Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Addison forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Addison. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he stopped immediately there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off the play fake. Addison. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this. Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, Addison being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off-play action. Addison. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. This is 2nd and 8. Now he'll try to run with this. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Inside handoff, Henry shoves him aside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Addison. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw. Addison. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakonkwo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grab.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, Addison buying time to his left. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Draw play. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Henry running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. A give to Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On second down, here's Henry.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
The Spears with another carry.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Henry up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Titans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.